I'm Don West for the Ozarks Previews, and we are here today at the Marucci Clubhouse Midwest for the photo shoot of the 2022 Ozarks Baseball Preview. We're joined now by Kade Biellier from Willard High School and his coach Scott McGee, and a Willard program that won a state title last year right outside at U.S. Baseball Park here in Ozark. And Kade, you were the game-winning run that crossed the plate in the 8th inning of the championship game. The memories don't get much better than that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really exciting, really nerve-wracking there.
What are your thoughts on being on the cover of the Preview magazine this year?
It's awesome. You know, seeing it every year, it's like the best players in the area, so it's good to be on it finally.
What does Willard do for an encore this year? You win a state title, and now here you are ready to take it down that road again this season. What are you looking for?
Yeah, we're trying to get battle ready early in the season, playing really good teams, just get ready to play, make a run as far as we can again.
This guy with me here, Scott McGee, what have you learned from him in the game of baseball?
We've learned a lot. It's like a solo team sport, I think. It's like, man, I don't know. I mean,
it's all right.
Yeah.
Scott, so here's your game-winning run in the state championship game. Here's one of the best hitters that you're going to coach, and a guy that can just play the game very completely.
Yeah, I mean, I've told people this before, but I think Kade's the best player in Southwest Missouri this year. He's a high-level defender. He can really swing it. I think he's going to have 20 extra base hits this year. He runs well, and now he's going to be able to pitch for us. And so we're really excited about him. I think Drury got a steal there. He's going to step in and help them a bunch, and just really excited to get to coach him for another year. And he does a lot of really good things. He's the hardest worker in our program, and it's a program with a lot of kids who work really hard. So
let's talk about that pitching development, because he threw 1 or 2 innings last year. You didn't need him to pitch last year. Now maybe you do. How have you developed him as a pitcher?
Well, he's developed himself, to be honest. I mean, he comes in, he works so much outside of anything we do, on his arm strength, on his lifting, on his mobility, and he just throws so many bullpens on his own, and then when he shows up with us, he's just ready to compete. And so he's went from a 77 to 79 mile an hour guy a year ago to 88 to 90 this year, and he's got good off-speed stuff. So I think people will be very surprised by how good he is whenever we get going.
The numbers last year, 344, that's not the top average we've seen from players that have come through here today from last year, but he's going against the top programs in Southwest Missouri game in and game out.
Yeah, and outside of Southwest Missouri too. I mean, I think when we faced 7 or 8 Division I arms last year, and Kade just does so many good things for us offensively. He's really improved his ability to hit the ball the other way this year, and he's always had a lot of power. So, I think it's one of those things where when you look at the total package, there's nothing offensively he can't do. And so we think he's going to have a huge year.
Kade, what about your pitching game? Is that something that you wanted to develop and become this year?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a pitcher, just being left-handed. And, like, the last 4 years, I just haven't seen the results, so I had to change something up, and I'm finally getting those results now.
What did you change up to get it there?
I just lifted a lot of weights growing up, and I knew that wasn't enough, so I had to focus a lot more on like mobility, flexibility, mechanics, a lot of mechanics stuff.
I've been seeing some videos of you guys throwing baseballs over the fence, like from home plate or almost. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I think I can do that more comfortably now. I've just been picking up slowly and steadily this off season.
Can you hit 90 miles an hour?
Yeah. I can hit it time to time.
And with good control too?
Yeah, it's in the zone.
Scott, is that all good?
Yes, we actually don't let them count their velocities unless it's a strike now. Okay. And he's hit 91 a handful of times. He's hit 90 a bunch. But the other thing is, it's not like he's jumping 82, 90. He isn't throwing any fastballs below 86. I mean, everything's been hard. So I think it's going to be a good year for him. You
had a Dalen Stewart last year that was your pitching ace that is now in the junior college ranks. This will be a different kind of pitching staff this year, won't it, with a guy like Kade?
It will be. No one's going to replace Dalen. He was just so good. We're going to have to group think it a little bit. Kade is one of 3 guys probably that's going to pitch a huge role for us. And Kade just does so many good things for us in so many other areas. You know, Dalen got to focus on just pitching. Cade's going to do a bunch of other stuff. So, and like I said, I don't want to compare anyone to Dalen because Dalen was the man.
Kade, who are your favorite baseball rivalries that Willard plays?
I'm ready for Knicks again.
Everyone's ready for Knicks.
Yeah, we're big rivals this year. Kennett, I'm excited for that one. 2 state champs going at it.
Kennett's early in the season.
Yeah, that's our first game.
Yeah.
And CBC, I've wanted to play them like all high school, and we finally get to this year in Columbia, I think.
All right. Once again, your thoughts on being on the cover of the Preview magazine this year?
Oh, it's awesome. Just the best of the best.
He is one of those, certainly, in Southwest Missouri. Kade Biellier joining us along with Coach Scott McGee. The Willard Tigers look for a repeat of a state championship that they won last June here in Ozark. I'm Don West. We thank you for joining us for the Ozarks Baseball Previews.